So what I'm going to be doing in this video is taking a look at Twist and Seal's website and seeing what we can do to optimize this. So I wouldn't recommend carousels. The reason why I wouldn't recommend carousels straight away to communicate your main selling points of what you sell is because when users land on your website, they're not going to stick around to see each of the different slides of your carousel. So they're not going to spend the time to understand all the different products that you sell. So you need to communicate to them roughly what you sell on one slide, so that when they land on your page within the first few seconds, they can understand who you are, what you sell, and why they should care, why they should stick around and interact with your brand. And that's really it. And I'll show you some examples of some good hero sections that do this. So here's a few different examples of hero sections that do this. You can see even for Bold A, protect against the cold and unpredictable, we have 3 bullet points that actually go into the different benefits around their product. And then we have a strong call to action to get their skincare kit. Now you might be saying, okay, well, what if, this is a store that just sells one product, but what about a store that sells multiple products? Well, here down for Goodstone, this is a jewelry brand, and they have multiple different jewelry types for different need cases. So this headline kind of encompasses all of the products. So it says centuries of mastery in every sparkle. So we're talking about all the jewelry here. And then the subheadline kind of gives more context to what they sell and why people should care about them. So artisan crafted engagement rings, wedding bands, and bespoke pieces for every occasion using natural or lab-grown diamonds. So that last bit is kind of their unique value proposition, the fact that they also offer lab-grown diamonds as well, which is a more affordable option for people who are looking for still the quality of jewelry, but a cheaper option as well. And then we have the call to action shop Goodstone. So the reason why I'm mentioning that is because you can see the pattern there. The idea is that when people land on your landing page or your website, they're going to understand what you sell within a few seconds. And I call it the 5-second rule. Can people understand what you sell within 5 seconds? If they can't, if you're having to communicate everything with a bunch of different carousel slides, then you're losing that attention. You're expecting people to invest more time when they come across your page. And just that principle alone, if you're expecting people to invest more time, you're going to be losing more people. More people are not going to invest that extra time. The way that mobile users behave when they first land on a page is they actually interact with the navigation menu first. That's their first instinct, is to quickly look at the hero section, look at the image, and their eyes go up to the navigation menu to try and understand where they can actually flow through with your site. I really want to hone in the fact that you need to really call out as quickly and efficiently as possible who you are, what you sell, and why people should care within your hero section. Add in some social proof as well to build trust instantly. So this section down here is kind of more of a hero section than what you have up there in the top. So I feel doing a headline based on this, I wouldn't use this much text, but even just the first line, industry leaders and extension core protection products, that could be a decent headline. It's not super fancy, but at least it's clear on exactly what you sell. And there's kind of a little bit of social proof in there as well, because you're saying industry leaders, and then you can back up that claim with some social proofs. You can maybe have a badge that you've been awarded or tell how many customers that you've serviced. So that's going to make your hero section a lot stronger. And then use one static photo of maybe all of your products in that photo. And I'll show you another example of that. So here's another example. This is a homepage that we did for Integra Pet. And you can see we're actually featuring all of the different products here on the homepage. We've got the dogs in here. We've got the hand showing actually what's inside the little box, so what the dogs are actually eating. And you can see that we're showing everything visually in the hero section so that when people land on the homepage, within the first few seconds, they're understanding, okay, it's a dog product. They can tell that from the image. We've got vet approved, all natural and tasty dog supplements. We've got some social proof, the delivery, the product photo in here. Everything's kind of on display and everything's easy for them to understand within the first few seconds. So that's kind of what we need to achieve on this brand as well, on this hero section. So if we look at your navigation menu, if we know this is the next most important action that people take after they interact with your homepage, we can see that the way that this hierarchy is stacked out is the buy area, or the buy button, has just as much significance as all these other different tabs down here. So it's got just as enough significance as recognition, as videos, as contact, is about. And obviously these links down here won't really lead to a purchase. Yeah, they may educate someone a little bit more, but if we know that the entire flow of users when they land on your website is to understand what you sell, is to see your products and browse, then this is kind of creating another extra step that they need to do. Why not just surface everything that you sell straight away and make these other links here just a bit smaller, just less visually significant, and bring out some photos of your product in here straight away. Show the categories of what you sell to make it even easier for people, if they missed it in your hero section, to understand exactly what you sell and you can actually resurface your value proposition in your navigation menu. Industry leaders in extension cord protection. You can put that in here as well in smaller text, and bring in your social proof as well in your navigation menu. So if we click on the buy tab, we can just see a long list of all your products. This is not going to help though anyone to navigate because it's just all text. What would really help them is to have some small little image over here. You got this space over here on the left. Put an image in here next to them of what these different products are. And what I would do to optimize this, instead of having the entire product name in one line, have the cord protect, have that product title be on its own line, and then have the use case be underneath it in slightly different text style. Maybe it's just slightly smaller underneath. That way people can see what the product name is, and then underneath, very visually and very separate, they can see what the use case is. That's going to have a better navigation experience for them as well. So let's click into one of your product pages over here. So we got this one. It's actually, I think, a 3D image that you've got here, which is kind of cool. I quite like that. Your first image over here is really nice. You've got the different thumbnail images all the way stacked vertically like this. So I wouldn't do this. I would just clean it up, have it horizontally, or you can put it vertically over here, but cut it off so it doesn't stretch this far down. So you've got $5.99 and it's on sale. So you're offering a very small discount here for this. So I'm not even sure if that is even worth the while. But I can understand what you're doing because this savings compounds a lot more the more packs they do. If this is the case that the savings is going to compound, what I would do is I would actually have it pre-selected to one of your middle tier offers, maybe the 5-pack or maybe the 10-pack, where they can actually see more of the savings. Like the 10-pack, they're saving $5 here. So they're actually probably getting almost like 1 unit for free if they actually buy the 10-pack right now. And that's not communicated straight away. But you can communicate that if you actually bring out, instead of having a drop down, you bring out all the different packs here and you show them, and you show the little icons of them next to it, and you show the savings, and you show actually what they're going to get. And I probably wouldn't even discount the single pack itself. I mean, it's not really worth it for that level of savings. I wouldn't even discount them on the 2-pack. I would only discount them on the 5-pack and upwards. You know, that way you're really incentivizing them to spend more upfront. If you're looking for further help, we do offer a service where we can craft a high converting landing page that is designed to outbeat your current page by at least 10%. Our specialty is designing these high converting landing pages, and we pretty much do this every day for the e-com clients we work with, such as Snow, CarePod, Soloway, Velvet Caviar, and many more D2C brands, helping them to increase their ad performance and get better results in terms of their conversion rate, average order value, and overall profitability. If you're interested in learning what results we can get for you and how our process works, then check out the description. There are links to our website. And of course, you can also book in a call with me and answer any questions you have. Cool. And I hope you got some value from this video.